Hey, cool cats, cool kittens, welcome back. So let's go ahead and get started and play a little catch up with, so basically we ran into, as we know, we was running into an oil problem, which we don't necessarily have right now, but due to like some, general challenges, we're not running any modules. And so what effectively does, it turns these guys into really quickly getting down to where there's not a lot. So we will have to continue to like push out a lot faster. I mean, the faster we do this, the faster that our oil will quickly what's the word I'm looking for? Deplete. And so that will be another forced one. So what we're going to do is work on getting some more of these going, and we're also going to work on getting another problem solved. Which, okay, one of the things we're trying to do on this one, we will for the short term, we've already set this one up, and basically I do need to go back and add a secondary train on this one. I think at this point I do believe we'll be fine with the two train combo, these, because we're not like running around, because we've kind of got the green ammo running around, so I think we'll be fine with two. So what we're gonna do here is just basically set up a secondary one and be able to feed into. And so what it'll do, it'll make these, I ain't gonna say it makes them last any longer, but it drives, what's the word I'm looking for, it reduces the need for pushing straight out like really fast. And so, and we can get stuff taken care of. Let's get these, let's move this way, that way, and then this way, because we'll move it toward the water, because, well, we know for a fact we're not going to get attacked from the water, kind of, at this point with current mods. So let's get these guys all set up and connected, and then I think I brought enough, to go. So as we're doing this one now, let's talk about coal. Was it coal liquid? Big words, coal liquefaction. There we go, got it. And so basically, oh, I can't reach this one. Actually, I don't need you. Just hang out here. We'll get the coal liquefaction going, and then we can slow down part of the process for depleting these, which I think for the most part we're not, we're not really, what's the word I'm looking for? We're not burning through so much of it just yet, but we're getting close. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. There's actually, let's go right here. Then, oh, how did I just not see that? Let's just assume that I was I don't know, here to here. I don't know. It's me. But let's just say that I put it in the right place. So let's go on down, and so these come in over here. So we're going to do liquid qualification because we have 9.7 and 4.1. That'll last for quite some time. I think the abundance of coal, I mean, here's 7, and we still have, so that's a combined total of just almost 9. It's like 8.7. And then we have down here, we have another 2 million. So it's relatively abundant, and it's not so hard to find. Now, oil, we have here, and then is, well, first of all, you get is now you have to haul it all back in. These are randomly way closer, and again, would be one of the things that we can get away with, not having to train all the way in. We could actually just well, effectively train in the coal itself and then be done, you know. And so I'm not okay. Also, for this one right here, I will not be putting tanks up here. I don't want any to, like, so basically if we get, you know, for security purposes, if we do get something in here, I want this one to be like the station where we have the tanks, and you know, and then basically minimize here. So we'll put, you know, the default, you know, guy in case something, you know, gets busted. And let's go over here, which now that covers everything here. And let's do our 1 2. Actually, let's do our 1. And where you at? 1 2. I'm pretty sure that, you know, it'll work out to where. So all right, now let's get you. In a big oop, I think. What's this? Get here, and then no. I was hoping to be able to, like, you know, be able to do that one. Okay, so these guys are going, and I guess I need. Let's go ahead and give, just in case one of them do get overrun, and so I don't have to like run back all the way out here, because it's a pretty good distance. So we'll give them not that many, because, well, they don't need that many. Do I need 35? No, we shouldn't. It should not E-term should not need, you know, defending, but because we did add this guy in right here, and kind of, you know, makes a big target, as well as we also added two radars, and the radars give off the radiation, which, you know, basically is a big magnet for you know, getting attention, like, hey, attention me. Also, we did drop, you know, some stuff down here, and let me go ahead and hit the power. We also went ahead and dropped power here so that we can get started this. And then we basically bring power. Now, I took that power and then I just fed it up here so that we had a decent loop. So if this one goes down, we have, you know, a secondary circuit that is set up so that it can actually give power. Now, let's go ahead and figure this one out. So we shouldn't have to worry about here. So we're basically only worrying about maybe 3 sides. So let's do a little overlapping. So we had a little short break right quick. So let's go ahead and knock this thing out right fast. Get this other one, and then we will take the other 50. All right, so we got our basic. Ooh, my bad. I'm sorry about that. We have our basic structure going on, and now we need to basically take it down. How are we going to take down? So these are connected. Let's do. Nope. Grab the wrong one. So let's. You know, let's get this one started. Actually, hang on. So, do we want to go straight or do we want to go over? I think actually straight down would probably be better, for the simple reason that if they do come down, you know, going straight down, maybe, you know, just my wild predictions type thing, you know. And so let's go ahead and copy. Let's copy this one, and then get this one and this one. And that one, and then that way we can get a whole bunch at the same time. So there we go. And that actually, let me get out of the map mode right quick. And I think we also need to, we do have a pump here, and so that pump will give us, you know, bring not super fast, but I think at this point it is more than sufficient for how, because we're not using it very fast. Now, I didn't I do have that one train coming over here, but it is basically it's a depot to warehouse setup, and I don't think I covered that. So basically, it's going from over there into here, so it feeds back into here. It doesn't feed now. This guy comes over and grabs it, and of course, drops off into like one of here as well as picking up the other place. So, 1 and 2 are set up to feed back into the base. 3 is accepting from 4. So basically, we're basically just counting up on that one. So I think there's a number of stops with this name, just 1. And so yeah, so basically on that one, they'll come down. Now that will be more than enough for the time being. And then they come right here, and then, almost immediately, we need to add a secondary one on this one, just for, because as we continue to use this stuff, it's going to be going a lot faster. And then so now we're set up for it. And also we did turn it off so that it doesn't have any place to go. Now again, if this one, what is it, I think it's 25, so it needs at least 25 between both of these. Now that doesn't mean that just one in there, because right now it has, in the total system it has like 93, because there's four tanks total that's on here. Now 25 is right here, so that'll fill up, So my raptor is sitting in my lap, and he's he's talking. So internet, meet my youngest raptor. I call him Raptor because, well, he usually bites on everything. I'm trying to get him from biting on everything. And he's headbutting the mic, so sorry if that is a little bit loud. I might have to end up cutting out part of that or reducing the sound, because I don't know exactly how hard he hit it. But he was talking to it and walking, or pushing his head into it, not walking, because he's sitting down on my lap. So okay, on that one, I think that basically kind of covers where we're at for this little small segment. And well, I think on this one, let's look at coal liquefaction right quick and see about we have with us. I don't know if we have any no, we don't actually have refineries with us, and I don't think we can make any of them because it's a little too much. So let's go ahead and head back, and we'll be right back. Sid. So I'll take this a little bit right here to talk about physical projectile damage. It's at so again, because for the simple reason we're going to be we're trying to do this on non-lasers, because again, they eat up a ton of power, and we can just use resources not necessarily for power resources, but just other ground resources to make bullets. And yeah, so that's kind of what I'm doing. We're gonna focus on shooting better, because this is turning into a death world, just for the simple reason that we're basically attacking. So I think, where do we put this? Should be right up here. So let's go find a blueprint, and it's not being fed. Why is it not being fed? Because there's no bricks being fed into it. That's I don't know why that happened. Evidently something. Let's take these guys, and 9 of them. Hang on, let's go over here and figure this one out right quick. Let's go over into our spot. This is our spot. Actually, we should be working on getting this. Let's take care of that one, and it should hopefully go. So let's on the to-do list. We'll get there soon. Or something. Okay, so what we're working on, coal liquefaction. Let's figure out. So it did, because I know before it was using water, and now it's actually using coal, heavy oil, and steam. So basically, as a way of siphoning off. So how many do we need? Change recipe. So it comes out we're having 10 coal, some heavy oil, and 50 steam. Or I'm totally probably saying that wrong. Now, it's funny because this one, you know, consumes how much? You take in 90 and hang on. So you see that right there? So that's effectively, as long as you're kicking in some coal, the heavy oil will produce more. So you get 10 petroleum gas, 20 light oil, as well as 90 heavy oil for this one. So, and you, for steam, which is basically, so you feed it with coal, and then you have your steam that's already going in there, and then you give it some heavy oils. Now, that heavy oil, all you would actually need would be a primer, and then it would be self-contained. So basically, one, if you convert it into basically heavy oil, would basically feed itself. So what is that? 25 in with a 90 out. Now the other things like the steam and the coal are, that would be secondary one, but it would basically self. Ooh, guns are stronger. So okay, hang on, let's look at the guns right quick. So the next one up is, what is this? 4,000. Ooh, man. So that puts another 70% and 40%. Which one are we going for? Bots. Actually, so let's just start getting on the mining drills, which I know we don't have 5,000 more followers. Actually, I think on this one, the rocket damage for 2. Yep, let's go and get a rocket damage so that we basically bump up atomic bomb. Ooh, and grenades and cluster grenades. So on this one, effectively, you know, hang on, where are we gonna go? Let's take a look at this. So basically you got these coming in, so we would need this, and so we would need a steam, and let's put this here. Hang on, let's stop and think about this for just a little bit. Okay, so you come up here and feed into, and then you would basically just come on over right here. I think we can possibly, oh man, hang on, did I totally leave these guys somewhere? Man, I feel bad. We left the bot. He was somewhere. Do you see any more? Oh, I'm sorry, buddy. I feel bad. I don't like leaving bots, man. It's just, and they'll be like the guy that's wanting to repair everything, and he'd be like right there. So back on task. Come on, man. So let's go ahead and connect this and do there. So now this guy comes in with steam. Now he would also be feeding into, how are we going to feed this guy? Now these guys come out. Now if we feed in a red, because we know for a fact that that is not going to, you know, it's right there, so we know it's not going to cut it. Now if I bump this guy over, you know, because there's a couple different ways. So we can feed in from here, or we can feed, actually, if we do a red, do we have enough, just enough to feed the red, and then, you know, feed back like in here. Now this red would also feed every one of these. I think at this point we can probably say that, you know, we need 10, and if we do that, we would feed back here, and then this guy would be right here. Now you also need water, so we would have water coming in. Hang on, so let's simulate water coming in, right here. Let's run a red belt in, like this right here. Now on that one, I guess we could, let's go over here. I don't think I have any on me, which hopefully I shouldn't be carrying around anyways. So let's go grab some of this stuff right quick. What do we need? We need a few of these, so let's go ahead and grab 6 of these. You know, is part of this one. Okay, so where did you go? See, that's a bad thing about it. hit here. I can find this guy. And so we need steam coming in here. Actually, let's go right there, and then so we'll also these things don't burn through so much, and click there. Now this guy can just literally, you know, go right there. And so now this one would yeah, so comes in this way, goes around. Now how are we going to do this? Now we do need one of these guys going out, so hang on. So let's just go ahead and drop here, and drop here, just for, you know, getting everything out. So let's go here. Actually, let's not reinvent the wheel on this one, and let's just go ahead and copy this format right here and flip. So these guys would put right here. So this one is not going this way. This would be, you know, effectively this is, you know, where this guy is starting at. And yeah, something like that right there. So you would have coal coming in here. Now the first guy is the only one that's going to need a little bit of coming back here. Now how do we solve this one? So let's solve here to over here. Oh, I think this is going to be a little bit harder than figure that. On this one, it may make sense to just, you know, bring these guys in from a different location. Can I get it? Ooh, that. Oh man. And so there we go. Actually, so this one needs just a little bit. Now I think I might be able to like put a pump on there, because we want to limit this one because it's going to feed in. And so basically, I guess, no, actually I guess we don't really need it to feed in. We just need it to initially prime it, and then they will basically feed himself. Now granted, yeah, we do. Okay, so given that just a little bit of thought, as soon as we start using like all of the heavy oil, then, you know, it'll starve out the initial end. So you still want to maintain enough to make the starter. So whatever you have, so for each one you need, was it 25? So you need 25. So for each one of these you would make 25. And so that, I guess you would actually need, so coming back from the pause, and I had to look at something. So on this one, I think right now we are not, I think we could probably, so we're going to come up with how much light oil. We're producing heavy oil. Heavy oil would be the most of it, but that's fine, because then we can use the heavy oil to produce light oil and petroleum gas. Now we're only using 10. We're getting 10, so it's heavier on this one versus, hang on, what is our main one? Actually, refineries. Let's go ahead and drop this one down. Now advanced oil processing uses, was it 50 and 100, and only gives you 25 and 45 with a whole lot of petroleum gas. So, you know, effectively, what are you, by using that one, we're actually equivalent. So you're producing 9, so that would be almost like a 1-to-4 ratio. So for, because you got 45 light. Now on this one you're producing 20. You know, so you're cutting down the light oil, but you're also like 4xing the heavy oil. Heavy oil can also be produced to light oil, so you can kind of offset it. So I mean, we're not completely tapped out, but I was sitting here looking like, where do we want to put, you know, this one at? And I'm thinking that we could probably, if we slide it in here and basically put it back here, then it feeds into our main system. Now, our main system would be only producing here, and I think the main reason I don't want to put it over here is because it's going to quickly get into congestion level, and so we would not, the train traffic through here is going to be ridiculous. So so as we've moved everything into here, now I don't want to put it here, you know, so we might end up adding closer here and be able to relay. Yeah, because I was tooling around with, you know, so we bring water in here and then we just bring, you know, the coal down this way and be able to do everything on that one, and we use this area right here. So let's go ahead and add another tag. So now this here is going to make an insane amount of pollution when we start doing conversion, but so it'll beef this one up, and then we new here. Now hopefully very soon I will go ahead and jaunt into here and then over into this area to find out, you know, to see if I can find, like, you see this right here, this could be a nice easy choke point, and then we basically cut off part of that and whatnot. Of here, like this, there's no, this is way too big of a choke point. I don't want to continue to maintain these massive walls as we move forward with resources. So basically what we're going to do is take care of this one, build all we can into here, and then slowly start moving around. Now I am going to work on doing rail system, you know, basically because we know we're going to come out here. So the rail system is probably going to follow the train track ish, you know, or I'm sorry, the rail system is going to follow the power line so that, you know, it gives here. But everything outside of the main base is going to run a dual, you know, a dual track system. So you'll have coming in, which will go straight out, and then one probably right about here will go up and back into, so that like right over here, this will most definitely get a upgrade so that we run a dual system as well too. So we'll probably end up coming over here and going here and making a full T section here. And then as we do this one right here, you know, is we go in, we have to modify this one because I think I got the lights are at the wrong place, or they're just not they're not enough of them and they're going the wrong way. So that's what I will be working on in between, and hopefully we pick it back up for part of this. So again, be right back. Well, to you guys, I'll be right back. For me, it's going to be a little bit of editing and some recording and working on stuff. So be right back. Hey, cool cats. I want to say thanks very much for making it to the end. These people that are going by the screen right now are really awesome, and I want to say thanks. They're the ones that have subscribed to the Twitch channel. Those should be somewhere on the side of the screen right there. And you know, it's pretty awesome, and I want to say thanks very much. So again, if you would like to, I don't know, like, subscribe, and share this content, it would be greatly appreciated. Greatly appreciated. Hint, hint, stomp, stomp. Yeah, wiggle butt, wiggle butt, wiggle butt, double wiggle butt. Until next time, have a good one.